Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets.
Albert Corsa set to kick off.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. James White's first carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get
Clear, don't stream that game.
just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Y'all be streamed so everybody know the league can see it.
Came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the Jets' 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Montgomery back to the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Let's go! Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Jets nothing.
Let's go!
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Play action. Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Are you watching the game?
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Garoppolo now, first down throw to Michel on the screen. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Yeah, I seen that.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, it's White. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Steps away to his left. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards. Tough grit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 9. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurt.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, Stafford being chased out left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
In any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Again, it's Stafford. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devon Kennard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. On the left side, he finds Beasley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run. This is White. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Dixon set to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Garoppolo now. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 51 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talked about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stafford on 1st down. This is White on the screen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the draw, here's White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
he was brought down by Aldon Smith. A loss of 2.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10, Stafford again. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 34-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west.
1-1 now, bro. 1-1.
Leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what